Hello, my friends. So, in today's reading, we are going to look at what is making you blue and then what is new in your life, what is entering your life. So, we're going to start with your present, what is making you blue, and let's see what's really going on there. We have a nice blue themed reading here, which blue is great. Blue is great. It's all about. Well, it's a very communicative color. You know, if you think about the throat chakra is blue. It's very much about communication, expression. Also reminds me of the mental, right? And when we're saying we're feeling blue, that's usually tinged with a bit of sadness. So let's see. What is making you blue? I did already shuffle these off camera, but I have not seen them. The 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression, Messenger. Yeah, see, there's that communication. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. So let's look at these before we take any more of these out. And also expression here, as you see, right? I was saying it's all about expression. It's about communication, messages, right? I feel like there may be a message that only you can really share. And what's making you blue is that this being a messenger and having a unique perspective is probably difficult. Sometimes it makes us feel lonely. Sometimes it makes us feel isolated. I completely understand that. Sometimes it feels like our expression is strange or it goes against the grain. And right now we need to rest because a lot of the times the messages that we receive and when we express them, it can take a lot out of us. Especially if we have to go against the grain. It can take a lot of our emotional resources and a lot of our energy. And if right now you are not giving your body enough nourishment or enough care or enough rest, you're not being compassionate enough with yourself, or you're suppressing this message that you're meant to express, then that's going to bring some blueness. That's going to bring some maybe sadness or loneliness. And you need to really allow yourself to rest and allow yourself to actually truly express this message. Because if we're suppressing it, then it doesn't really matter how much rest we have, because part of our nourishment is our expression. Okay, let's see. North Star, flip your inner light switch, right? So there's some kind of inspiration that you have to share a message, and it seems like you haven't flipped that switch, like you are in a rest phase, and it's kind of hard to feel good when you have this fire burning inside you that is ready to come out, right? In the Castle of Dreams, become altered by the color of your dreams. And then 42 here caught my eye. I'm not really sure why. This one is 19, if that's important. So I feel like you have these inspirations that come in, you have these ideas, you have this kind of messaging system where spirit or, just from somewhere, downloads coming in that are inspiring you, and you have this need to share it. And maybe you haven't done that yet. Maybe your inner light or your motivation to do so is just dimmed or dull right now. Maybe we need to take care of ourselves and nourish ourselves while these messages come online, and that will allow us to better express it. And when we can express that, then we can start to glow, flip our inner light switch and keep moving forward and bringing more color to our life. A splendid torch blaze brightly. 52. So we have 42 and 52. So there's a little bit of a progression here where I think we are flipping on that light switch. We're being called to blaze brightly, and I think maybe we're feeling blue because we haven't started blazing brightly yet. but we're going to. I have that feeling like if this is what you're here for, and if your true soul expression and the message that you have for this world is this bright, blazing thing, and you feel like you don't have the motivation to go for it, or you feel like maybe you're too exhausted, you're probably only exhausted because of this suppression, right? Take the rest if you need it, but what is standing out to me in Water Your Garden a lot more is this word nourishment. The word nourishment, as I said before, our self-expression is a part of our nourishment. We cannot be healthy, full, or fulfilled, or as bold as we need to be if we're suppressing that. And we need to give ourselves the nutrients. And this is on a physical level, of course, but it's also on a level of that expression being one of those supplements you need to take. You understand? So we have a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So this is very purposeful. If you follow your North Star towards your North Node, I mean, this is purpose, right? Step out of your comfort zone. It's time to start sharing that, probably, guys. I think there is a huge amount of suppression, and your exhaustion, once again, is coming from you giving up your craft or not focusing on your craft. And we have the energies gaining momentum, waxing moon. So we have a win-win outcome coming for you, and this energy is gaining momentum. I think what happens if we don't allow ourselves to express, if we don't start expressing, it's going to come out. You know, when you have a fire burning inside of you, eventually it's going to start burning to the outside. And if you don't allow yourself to let it out in a healthy, nourishing for yourself kind of way, then it's going to come out in a toxic or negative way, or it's going to come out like a bomb. And if a bomb goes off inside you, it's going to destroy things around you, right? And we don't want that to happen. So I think what we really need to do is allow things to be born through us, allow things to be shared through us. If we have a message, we need to be authentically sharing that. And stepping out of our comfort zone, you know, we can be bold. And it can be difficult, it can be tough, and it can be scary at first, but we are totally capable of doing this. And in fact, that's the balancing act you're needing to learn. It's how to not allow this fire to come out in a toxic way, but actually in a nourishing way for your body, using expression as a healthy outlet, right? You need an outlet of sorts. And this outlet, for a lot of you, may have to do with bringing this messaging. And I see, you know, with harmony and balance in this card, and then we have full moon in Libra, like that's Libra energy is the scales. It's like this balancing, and I think you need to maybe temper that fire within you so that you can step out of your comfort zone, which is really fascinating. Maybe you spend a lot of time alone and you're being called to share more boldly, or maybe you are really intense and you're being called to take more breathers, take more pauses. Either way, you're feeling blue because of a suppression or an unhealthy expression of your inspirations. But yeah, you have a lot of energy buildup, okay? And we need to make sure we're releasing that. And when we release it effectively, then we'll stop being fire that burns everything around us, and we'll start just glowing from within instead, where we're following our North Star and we're lighting up our own path. And as we light up the path, we see more color spread. And it just reminded me of that scene of the forest spirit in Princess Mononoke. Where they step on dead ground and it blooms, it blossoms. And vice versa. They also can step on living things and kill them. You know, the forest spirit is in control of that. And it's harmony, right? Harmony of nature. Your expression is a part of the harmony of nature. You have this role on this earth that if you don't fulfill it, it's actually damaging not just to yourself and your own life, but to the people around you and to the flow of nature. Okay, so your message is important to the harmony of the world. Okay? So I love you. This is what's making you blue. So if you go to the next section, we're going to see what's entering your life and what is new for you. And I'm very excited because I feel like you need it. All right, my friends, let us see what is coming in for you. So this is what's entering your life. This is what is new for you. Okay. The Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. You notice the sky is black and white. And it's almost like somehow the sky that's black and white is lighting up this ground, and the ground is full color. You know, moving on from our last reading there. Cracked open. So we have the Great Severing and being cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. This is what that rest is doing for you. The reason you're feeling blue is because it's really important. It's really important right now. It's not just random sadness. It's literally what happens before this cracking open. You have no choice. The expression is going to come out. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Yeah, I think we're moving from isolation to community. We're finding our community. I mean, how incredible is that? We're allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and cracked open. We are severing our ties to this conflicting, angry, suppression energy. We're allowing ourselves to leave isolation and to be open and vulnerable in order to find our connection to other people. We're surrendering to the alchemy, right? We've been blue because we are meant to hit rock bottom. And at rock bottom, that's when everything is alchemized. Rock bottom is where you decide it's not worth it to stay isolated anymore. It's not worth it to stay closed off to love anymore. It's not worth it to stay closed off to my true expression, to my art. It's not fair to my future community or to myself any longer to not share my art, to not share what I am actually wanting to share, to not share my truest self. It's not worth it anymore. You hold the key to an awakened life. Set yourself free. 41. 41. Over there you had 42, right? This fire is about to come full force, blaze brightly out of you. Okay. I think that one's 52 actually. But you hold the key. You hold the key. This is the key. You being at the end of your rope and being like, it is no longer worth it to stay silent. It is no longer worth it not to express myself. It is no longer worth it to allow these connections or the anger or the judgment from other people or myself to matter here anymore. I have a message I am meant to share. The return, own your mastery. You're coming back to yourself. You're severing yourself. You're cracking off everything that is not part of your message. You're clarifying your message. That's for somebody. Maybe you're a public speaker. Maybe not. I'm just saying. For somebody, you are clarifying your message. You are breaking apart all of the moving pieces. You're looking at them. And some of you might be engineers, you're looking at them and you're being like, that doesn't fit. That's not right. We can take that out. Let's simplify. Let's clarify. Let's make sure this works correctly. Well-oiled machine. And you are expressing it then to your community or to somebody you're in a relationship with. Something you're actually sharing the most vulnerable and real aspects of yourself. Be reborn daily. Let go of the past and breathe in your new incarnation. There's a lot of 40s, so there's a lot of 4s, and then we have the return, which is 4. There's a lot of 4s here. 4s keep coming up in my readings lately, so I think there's something really foundational shifting. It's like literally a part of the building blocks, like the foundation of your life is being shaken, crumbled. Let go of the past and breathe in your new incarnation. So what's coming, entering your life that's new for you is you. You are being reborn. You are new. You are cracking open and becoming the version of yourself that doesn't hide, the version of yourself that is open to connection. Amazing. We have you and your loved ones are safe. Maybe you have a fear that if you express something that it's going to mess up your life or harm the people around you, but that's just not the case. That's a fear. In fact, we're supposed to crack all of that away. We're supposed to shatter. We're supposed to shatter. I think that is a part of maybe why you're feeling blue too, is because this isolation and this shattering process, we're avoiding it. And I think the avoidance is harmful. And we have Cancer energy here. And this can be an avoidance. This can be a hiding in your shell. This can be an isolation. This can be a disconnection from people. We are meant to shatter. We are meant to shatter. And your fear of shattering is what is preventing you from alchemizing into this version of yourself. Okay. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. I have a mutable moon. I'm a Sagittarius moon. I love these waves. Nothing is yet set in stone. Why? Because we just shattered our foundation. We just shattered everything. We shattered ourselves. We shattered our ego. We shattered our foundation. We shattered our reality. Everything has been shattered. Nothing is yet set in stone. We feel like we are being... like the rug's being pulled out from under us, and that is really scary. But what's coming for you is this great shattering that is going to literally open the doors for the fullest potential of yourself, the fullest expression of yourself. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So maybe for some of you, this is a connection to other people, but you see this Libra energy is coming up again. New beginnings, right? New moon is about a new door, a new portal, a new opening. And we have 2 new moons here. Okay, we have a new moon in Cancer and a new moon in Libra. These are very caring and connective signs, right? So there's a kind of connection to your community and to people around you and in your relationships. And I think this is happening because you're shattering. So what's new for you is the shattering process that you've been afraid to do up to this point. You've been scared. You've been really scared to do this, to allow yourself to shatter, but you have no choice. And this is how you're going to be reborn. You have no choice. You have no choice because the people waiting for you on the other side need you to heal, and your healing process is disintegrating everything that is not worthy of your time and energy, disintegrating everything that is not serving you, that is not meant to be in your future. We are shattering, destroying, stripping away, going to the bare bones, destroying even the foundation, not just the house, the foundation. We are adding nutrients to that dirt that lay beneath this foundation. We're adding nutrients. We're actually growing a garden there instead. And in that garden, we're building a greenhouse. And in that greenhouse, we are holding all of our dreams and our hopes and our expression, and we are allowing the expression to grow as seeds, and these seeds are leading to beautiful blooms that are meant for every single person you are here to interact with. Your expression is one of the most powerful things that you have, and you are learning now what is new for you. I am feeling so Leo right now. Sorry. If you don't, I will pull you up on stage. If you don't go, I will pull you up on stage, and that's gonna offend you, so you need to shatter that too. If you don't do this yourself, I'm going to drag it out of you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You have a fire inside you. You have a fire inside of you. What nerve have you had in this life to hide it away from the world and the community and the people that need it? How selfish is that? You are blue because you are not expressing yourself. And if you don't express yourself, then this shattering will be for nothing. You need to allow yourself to break down so that you can break free. And I am so proud of you. You have no freaking idea. So you better do it. Because you, not me, not your friend, not someone on YouTube, not someone online, not someone in that forum. You, not your neighbor, not your teacher, not the president. You hold the key to an awakened life. Set yourself free. Release everything that isn't you and grow up. Express yourself. Love yourself. Bless you. Have a beautiful day, my friend.